Welcome. It's Friday. It's 12:30. It's the 30th day of August 2024. It's the OGG sisters' birthday. It's Fun Friday, which I mean on Fun Friday, we do our Villians and Vigilantes solo live play. Issue 3, The Adventures of Fresno, Nevada's own superhero, the Eclipse. Spooky, 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 spooky. I'm having a lot of computer issues today, so that's part of the reason why I'm a little late. I also had to do a breakfast meeting with someone. That's another thing. And then my mom's at the hospital doctor's thingy. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. OGG mom is fine. But it just delayed the day. Anyways, we're a little behind schedule, but let's get to the comic book goodness. Yes. So if you remember in our last episode, the alien Alagrado, which apparently is a town in New Mexico, had come to Earth and to mine Unabtanium from the local Fresno, Nevada Unabtanium mines. And after a brief scuffle, Eclipse convinced him to go talk with them to the owners of the Unabtanium mine, because maybe they could work something out for the better of everybody. So Eclipse and our little Pokemon alien, because when we rolled him up, he ended up being pretty much a Pokemon with his drill powers. He's got disintegration, and he's got a spaceship, of course, and he's got natural weaponry. So, yeah, he's a drill-type Pokemon, basically. Little chubby guy. He's a Pokemon. He's very cute. I did a picture of him. You can see the picture of Alagrado on my Patreon, along with the character record sheets for anybody that appears in this. So let us see what the reaction of the mine owners are to this costumed lunatic and an alien that looks like a Pokemon showing up in the front door. We will go to our D20 roller. We are rolling a D20, and we are on page 27 of the Villians and Vigilantes second edition book. 5. Oh, hostile. Why are they hostile? What secret are they hiding? We should probably roll on the revolting circumstances table. So we're going to go to the revolting circumstances table, and we're going to roll a natural 20. We get supernatural. Ooh, they're up to some supernatural shenanigans. Oh, the reason why they don't want the alien Alagrado and Eclipse exploring the Unabtanium mine is because they are secretly, we rolled a 16, digging for a supernatural artifact. There's a supernatural artifact lost in the mines, and they're digging it up. So they are very hostile. Get out of our office, blah, blah, blah. No guard thing. Freaking costume do-gooder and a dark dame alien looks like a Pokemon is going to be digging in our dang Unabtanium mine. So the armed security guards come forward, and they're all like, oh, la, la, get out of here. Now, Eclipse being a lawful abiding superhero is like, okay, we'll go, but, we'll be back. But Alagrado is not a superhero. He's an alien, and he needs to save his people. So how does Alagrado respond to this? Oh, mildly hostile, suspicious. Yeah, he's going back to the mine. So we step outside, and we start walking back. And Alagrado says to Eclipse in his little Pokemon voice, drill, 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 drill. Which translates to, because he's a Pokemon, I'm going back to the mine. I don't care what they say. I think they're very suspicious. And Eclipse says, I agree with you. There was just something really suspicious. They were far too hostile. Did you see the weapons those security guards were going? I think we need to go back to the mine and see what they're going on to. So our two heroes return to the mine. Turn the page. In the darkness of the Unabtanium mine, the only light coming from Eclipse's powers, they go down the mine. Drip, 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 drip. It's getting darker, deeper, darker, quieter. The shadows are getting tighter. It's getting darker, more mysterious. Drip, drip, drip. The only light coming from Eclipse's hands. Poor little Alagrado can't see in the dark. Drill, 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 drill. Then they hear a noise. Ka-ting, 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 ka-ting. Eureka! We found it! We better radio the boss and tell him we found the MacGuffin buried in the Unabtanium mine. So they we turn around the corners. Let's roll our sneak rolls. I'll roll. First, we'll roll our boys, Eclipse. So we're gonna roll an agility check for Eclipse. His agility is 16. So you gotta roll under 16. Not bad. 1. Remember, lower the better is in V&V. Alagrado with his agility of also 16. Okay. Natural 20, which is bad. Because remember, lower the better in V&V. So Eclipse is all, I am the ghost. Look at me blending into the dark. And Alagrado, on the other hand, with his little Pokemon feet, is like, drill. Hey, what was that? I don't know. There's somebody going over there. Take a look, Stan. Why do I always take a look? Fine, Steve, you go take a look. Oh, God, I'm going to take a look. So Steve and Stan turn around the corner, and what do they see? They see Eclipse looking all cool in his black and white costume, and they see Alagrado, who looks like a Pokemon. And they point at Alagrado and Eclipse, and they start laughing. What are you guys doing here dressed up? It's not Halloween, is it? I mean, I know the pumpkin spice stuff is up at the Trader Joe's, but it's not Halloween yet, is it? And hey, guys, we're doing a science project for our school, and these are our school. Yeah, we're filming screw it. Let's fight these guys. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything clever for Eclipse to say. So initiative breaks out, which I have a feeling our heroes are going to win. So roll a D10. Ooh, I got a 10 for Eclipse and an 8 for Alagrado. And our bad guys get a 6. So Eclipse goes first. Now it's already pretty dark, so avert your eyes, Alagrado. Flash. Flash. They're blinded. The 2 guards are blinded. Stan and Steve are blinded. Come on, let's. They run around the corner to see the other guards digging up the artifact. One of the guards, of course, touches the artifact. No, don't. And we'll roll percentile. He gets a 7. Animated servant. So he touches the artifact. Oh, who are these costume guys? What was that bright light? Stumble. Hand. Whoops. Animated servant A golem. How many powers is our new villain going to get? So he's not the villain. The golem is the villain. 2. So one of the golems. So his first power is controlling the golem. We'll roll his second power. That really the golem is the character, and the second power is 37. Heightened senses. Well, as golems go, it's not that tough, but he does have a weakness that his powers vanish if he loses the artifact, special requirement. So he gets one more power. 71 size change. All right, so we've got an animated servant who can see in the dark and can have size change. So the golem, I was going to call him Shadowdark, but that's not a very good name for a golem that just has size control powers. So we'll just call him Golem. Tiki, Easter Island. Well, no, we're in Nevada. Animatronic. I'll think of a good name. Right now, he's just Golem. I am the Unabtanium Golem. What are your commands, master? And the poor little guard's like, get those guys. All right. So next up is Alagrado. And Alagrado will disintegrate the golem. I just happen to be perfectly built for the fight this one specific villain. But damn, 15 is a miss, though. Remember, lower the better. Then it's the golem's turn. The golem will punch Alagrado. Grow. Maybe he's just like, it'd be cool if he could grow parts of his body, Oh, I get a comment. I never get a comment. Hey, OG. Hey, Paladin. All right, so he grows his fist and, like Kamala Khan, and just shoots this gigantic rock fist. And as he's punching Alagrado, his fist gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And he misses. Right, now it's the goons' turn with their one attack. All right, Stan and Steve, run away, run away. We're still blind. Guy who doesn't have superpowers. Bang. He misses. All right, it's our good guys get 2 attacks because they both rolled really high and they both have 16. So we'll go with Eclipse's second attack, and Eclipse is going to throw down his force field because, there's a gigantic stone golem thing. 2 comments from I Am Silver. What are your 2 comments, Silver? Hello? Oh, no, you're saying I got 2 comments. Okay. All right, so that's my second action, force field. Alagrado's second action is drill. Ooh, there we go. Disintegration does 1d20, I believe, but let's check his character sheet to be sure. Disintegration, yep, 1d20 against the stone golem for 4 whole points of damage. Yes! The stone golem, the Unabtanium golem chips away as alien beams of Pokemon disintegration drill energy bombard into it. The round comes to an end with our heroes hiding behind a force field. And we've got 3 goons, and we've got our new villain who controls the power of the mighty golem, who we haven't named yet. I'm open to names for the golem other than Unabtanium golem. So we will roll our d10 again for round 2. All right. Eclipse gets a 1. Ooh, he still goes 2 times this round. Alagrado gets a 10. Oh, that's 26. 26. He still only goes 2 times. 26. Actually, I think he goes 3. Bad guys go 5. All right. So this time, Alagrado goes first. Drill. I know. I can't help it. He's a Pokemon. Ooh, another 1. I don't think V&V has critical rules, but I mean, this is what he's got disintegration. He's fighting a stone golem. He should be super effective. He's literally designed as an alien whose whole race does nothing but mine. They're alien dwarves. Ooh, 20 points of damage. It's a critical. So our Unabtanium golem is shattered. I just got those powers and now I lost them. Don't worry, buddy. Unabtanium golem will regenerate at the end of a day, and you'll be able to control him again tomorrow, as long as you hold on to the artifact. Oh, thanks, DM. Thanks, comic book. With the Unabtanium golem destroyed, the remaining villains decide, maybe we should surrender. I don't know. Let's roll our reaction. We're again going to the reaction on page 27. 5. No, they're still hostile. Okay. And next up is Eclipse. Flash. Blinding flash. Okay, everybody's blinded to the end of the round. Yay. Stan and Steve are blinded again. Other Steve number 2 is blind, and new supervillain is also blind at the end of the round. We will just pummel them now into unconsciousness. Okay. They'd go, but they're blind. They stumble around. Agility check for Stan. Oh, he's fine. Agility check for Steve. He stumbles into something. It takes a point of damage. Ow, my knee. Agility check for other Steve. He's fine. Agility check for new supervillain. He's fine. So 3 of the 4 goons are fine. The 4th goon somehow manages to hit his knee on the sign of a mining court. He's like, my knee. All right. So there's their agility checks on their round. We go back to Alagrado's second round. Drill. He will get some of the mining rope and tie them up. All right. That's good. He manages to tie up the Steve and Stan together. So Steve and Stan are tied up. Eclipse's second round. Eclipse will do the same thing. He decides to tie up Steve and new supervillain. And wow, apparently Eclipse was a Boy Scout. He is an excellent knot tire. He rolled a natural 1. So between that, they tie up the 4 goons. And by the time they regain their sight at the end of the round, well, let's see. Steve. Okay, he regains his sight. Stan. He regains his sight. Other Steve. He regains his sight. New supervillain. I'm still blind. All right, time for some questioning. All right, what are you guys up to? Well, I think it's pretty obvious what they're up to. They were digging for that. So we're going to get some bonuses on our roll to see how willing they are to talk to. Well, they're disloyal, but I'm going to give our good guys a bonus, which moves it up 1 to uncertain. They're uncertain about their loyalty to the mining company. I mean, they were told just to come down here and look for shit, and they found this artifact, and look what it did to poor Stan the second. I'm a supervillain now. I've got this thing and I can't let go of. So they're happy to, spill the beans on what the Unabtanium mining company is all about. Turns out these caves were once used by the ancient cult of the, wait for it, Shadowdark, because we had to fit it in somewhere, right? We had to fit it in somewhere. The ancient cult of the Shadowdark, ages ago, and when Fresno, Nevada was first colonized, even before Fresno, Nevada was first colonized, there was an ancient cult of, conquistadors and Indians and explorers that called the Shadowdark, that worshiped the Shadowdark. And this artifact was one of the artifacts of the Shadowdark cult. And the Unabtanium Mining Company was looking for all the artifacts belonging to the Shadowdark cult because they believe it will unlock vast supernatural powers that they can use to improve their finances and get a better bottom line and make more money this year, because when in doubt, make deals with unimaginable evil forces just so you can get ahead of business. So that was the plan. Hire some goons, send the goons down to mine. The plans were disrupted because this cute little Pokemon alien was down there digging, so they told them to speed up the plans. And this accidentally led to the birth of a brand new supervillain. Well, I don't know if he's supervillain. He's kind of pathetic, but we'll see, The golem will come back to him tomorrow as long as he's still holding on to the artifact. But, of course, they compound the artifact. So, yeah. But the golem will still come back, and it might want to look for him since he was the last guy. Let's see. Let's roll a d20 to see how the golem reacts to his new master getting impounded. He's disloyal. If he comes back, he'll just maybe, just go off on his own. So the golem, that minion is not the villain anymore. We now have an independent golem with the powers of heightened senses and size control. Yeah. Basically a stone golem. We've got a free-thinking earth elemental stone golem who is going to wander around town and realize several 100,000 years have passed. And he's like, what am I going to do? I don't know. I guess I'll just pound things I do not understand in the name of the Shadowdark. Yes. But the guys aren't really doing anything illegal. I mean, they are employees of the Unabtanium Mining Company. This is the Unabtanium Mine. They're working for the Unabtanium Mining Company. Anything miners find while working for the mine company becomes the property of the mine company. So they're technically not doing anything illegal. They can't arrest them. If anything, Alagrado and Eclipse are trespassing. So, yeah, there's not very little the police can do. In fact, they think about arresting Alagrado and Eclipse because they're trespassing, and they just beat up a bunch of guys who are just working for the mine. Let's see how this goes. I hate the way my mind thinks, but this is, the cops are neutral. They're not sure what Alagrado even is. All right, you need to get a license for that weird-looking dog, kid. And don't go bothering these miners again. We'll go easy on you because these guys are stealing jobs from town. They took our jobs! But, yeah, you were trespassing. So that brings Alagrado no closer to saving his species with the much-needed unobtainium from the unobtainium mine because, of course, Earth is the only other planet in the galaxy that has unobtainium. And of course, this town is the only town on Earth that has more unobtainium, because otherwise it would not be the Adventures of Eclipse comic book. He could, maybe there's an unobtainium mine in the next town over. Nope, this is the only one. It's the only unobtainium mine in all the world. This happens to be the city where Eclipse operates. Okay, so we know that the Unobtainium Mining Company is up to no good. They're looking to unleash the ancient evil power of the Shadowdark cult. But how are our heroes going to stop them when they already have been caught once for trespassing? And we know in the next morning, probably the Unobtainium Mining Company is going to lodge a restraining order. Eclipse and his Pokemon cannot get within 50 feet of our mine, a mile of the mine, because 50 feet of the mine is kind of dumb considering how big the mine is. So they can't, you can't go in the mine. If they're going to go back in the mine, they're going to have to sneak in the mine. They have to sneak in the mine and stop the next round of poor, unfortunate mooks going down there digging for artifacts, because Lord knows how many supernatural accidents they're going to happen by digging for things. But we got a new supervillain out of it. We got the uncontrolled Unobtainium Golem to lay siege across the town of Fresno, Nevada. The character record sheet for the Unobtainium Golem will be available on my Patreon tomorrow. If you want to check them out, Patreon link down below. Till then, tune in next Friday for the next issue of the Adventures of Eclipse, Fresno, Nevada's only superhero. Bam, 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 bam.